Jeff, what was your take, though, on the stuff that they did show? I mean,
I think it all looks like pretty safe stuff. I think the Mario game looks great. I mean, the 3DS Mario 3D Land I thought was pretty awesome. So putting that out on Wii U, that's cool, great.
Yeah.
Like, why not? But when it comes to Nintendo, I'm far more excited about the 3DS. I think that's the platform of the future for them. The Wii U just seems this strange thing that they're not even sure how to make games for.
But what blows my mind is it's the same system. Every single thing they put on 3DS, that's what blows my mind.
Still two screens.
You could put that on the Wii U and double its library instantly. And I would play it. I would play it at home.
I would much rather play
you go to
a big screen.
You go to a restaurant, you see kids. They're not on DSs as often as they're on their mother's iPhone or an whatever. Why can't they put the games out on those? The sales that they would have on Android and iOS is just, it'd be humongous.
Yep. No, I agree, but we're not probably going to see it anytime soon. The idea, though, of them not doing a press conference, or I guess a quasi-press conference.
It was a press conference. They said it wasn't. It was a press conference.
So really, so you think it felt like it was like they were smart, though, optically, that they said we're not doing a press conference?
They asked, their producers asked, please give us good coverage. They
were worried.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, when you think of Nintendo and you think of Reggie, I mean, this year ahead, as you said, Jason, they're not doing well now with no competition when these new guys come into the market.
I didn't say they're not doing well. I'm saying they're not knocking it out of the park.
But I mean, the numbers
and they're
are
about to go up
terrible.
against some pretty special systems that one of them's $399, which is not that much. That far
more than a Wii U, right?
Yeah, right. So they got to drop the price, which again, it's all about. They have to make money. You drop the price, they're not making the money they are now on the system. It's tough.
And they also, they have some games coming this fall, but even the big ones like Smash Bros., they're already saying 2014 for that.
Yeah.
Who knows what that means? They've got a Zelda remake. I mean, it's not like there's, a lot of people just pointed, even with Retro, that they thought maybe they were going to do something brand new and really exciting. It's another Donkey Kong game.
And Donkey Kong games are great. It's not that it's a bad addition, but I think they're looking for some variety. I think there's people that have some demands. And I've even, think about this. If you're Nintendo and you have a lot of money, Nintendo, don't be fooled. Nintendo has a lot of money. They could go out to some of these indie guys out there and go, hey, you know what? I'm going to let you use Metroid to make a 2D, whatever you want, you and two of your buddies, and it would cost them next to nothing. If they flew them to Kyoto and locked them in a room and slid food under the door, these kids would be thrilled to do that work.
They would. One of the reasons Nintendo's done so well is that you can trust when their character's in a game, it's going to be stellar. And easing up on their control.
Tecmo proves that is wrong.
Fine. All right. Fine. But you don't want to open that up too much. If there's a hole to fill, the hole is when you look at the next generation consoles that we've just been shown from Sony and Microsoft, it's a lot of first-person shooters. It's a lot of core game stuff. Those core gamers are now older and older every year, right? They have children. They want to play with their children. They may not want to teach them headshots yet. Yeah. There's the hole. Right. Fill that for me. Get that stuff onto my console that I have in my house.
And the thing is, too, if you have those indie guys there, it doesn't remove the indie magic. I mean, Nintendo works in a way where they have multiple teams working on a next Zelda game, and then they pick the one that's the best, right? Yeah. They go, this is the one we like. You could have multiple teams working on that very small, pick the one that's best, keep the Nintendo magic. We're not saying remove the Nintendo magic. I mean, to have that kind of help from them, they can expand. They can start, they don't, I don't say that they don't need third party. They could get third party the old fashioned way. Make a system, sell it, put your games on it, and get people to want them and buy them.
Make it so third parties have to develop. They can't miss out on this.
Right. I mean, that's
the problem right now. Is I think third parties. I mean, is there any scenario you guys can see where third parties come back to the platform now?
Failure of the next generation console and a lot more units. It's very simple.
Yeah,
but publishers have a very easy decision to make. They put their titles where it makes sense financially.
They're gonna make money.
I mean, I was looking at taking some of our PC stuff and porting it to Mac.
Right.
And also we talked about Linux at THQ. That was public. It's all about how much will it cost for me to port it, or how much will it cost for me to make an individual title specifically for this platform. How many possible sales will I have? Does it make sense?
Yep.
I mean, it sounds cold, but it's business you have to do.
You're not going to do it if you're going to lose money. All right, Jeff, so let's
it has to make sense.
It does make sense. What about grades for Nintendo, what they did today? Obviously, non-traditional performance. Andy, don't hold the Wii Fit Girl announcement against them, but these grades are going to be brutal, I know, but let's go through it.
It's a D, man. Like the games, some of those games look all right, but they're not out there. None of those games are demanding to be played. It's a lot of stuff you look at and go, yeah, cool, of course they're making these.
If I have some time, I'll play that game. It looks like it's fun. It'll be good.
It'll probably be really good.
Andy?
Oh, this is easy. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Yeah, that is. this is, you can't show up. I mean, I agree with you that it was smart for them not to get involved in the war, but I mean, I think you have to show that you're committed to gamers on the world's biggest stage.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The CEO of the company didn't even come here.
Right.
To the biggest stage for gamers in the world.
Was he not even here?
Is he? I mean, is he here? They did the Nintendo Direct from,
No,
like,
I think I
were they
saw
filmed that before? Is he here?
I think
is he here? Is he here hiding? Well, if he's hiding, that's more proof
behind
that
the couch. Surprise, Andy.
that they need to pay attention. I think they should show, like, I think that's what we talked about a little bit, value and care and trust.
Yep.
And those are all things that are important to gamers and to the community. And I think that
we didn't see that from them.
Nintendo is not really showing that they're trying to make life better for Nintendo fans, because Nintendo fans will do anything for them. They really will, and I think Nintendo's taking advantage of that. I really do. Incomplete. You need to give those guys software.
Jason Rubin?
I wasn't even invited to the press release, right? I mean, how can I grade it?
Yeah, you go home tonight and
no
watch
one handed in a paper.
All right,
I can't
so
grade it.
No grade from Rubin.
I simply can't grade it. I can only hear what is said to me, and that is, please give them a good review.
Yeah.
You can start making
telling
games
each
for
other to
Nintendo.
smile also at one point. You know, the people kind of working with, remember to smile as you're ushering people in.
Oh man, that's Nintendo. All right, well, we're almost done, but when we come back here, we're going to talk about the third-party press conferences, Ubisoft and EA. Let's take a look at this.
See all of our shows and game reviews now on the brand new GT app on Xbox Live and the GT Originals iOS app too.